everybody? Marc Blair, Money Coach MB. We are here on episode number 2 on Make It Your Own podcast. And Marc Blair is here just to bring some people in the building. The whole purpose of the platform is to just bring entrepreneurs to be able to talk with them, right? Share with the story, talk about, what got them there, what took them to the next level, just ways to just inspire everybody. So I'm here right now with my guy from Delaware State University, man. We go way back. My big bro, my guy Fabian Thorne, Bear's what we call him. That's what I know him as,
Yeah.
And he's an entrepreneur. He has a lot of exciting things going on right now, and I just brought him in just to kind of share his story with everybody, and we could just chop it up. So I'm not even going to talk. I'm not going to introduce. I'm going to let you do your thing, man. Introduce yourself to everybody. Let everybody know who you are.
Fabian Thorne, built to last. Listen, this is my guy, my brother. I appreciate the platform.
No doubt.
Appreciate the platform and the support. Your boy, entrepreneur, man of God first and foremost.
There you go. Right.
The guidance come from there. Being solid with the value of what the brand is all about. Mind, enhancing the mind, body, and soul through physical fitness, nutritional guidance, and motivational speaking. That's what Built to Last is all about.
Got you.
Yeah.
So so that's 3 things that you're talking about. So let's talk about that, man. Even before we get into the whole Built to Last product, right? Which is the brand, brand of you.
Right.
I know you're doing some amazing things, but it's for the people to hear what you're doing.
Most definitely.
Before we get to that point, let's talk about your upbringing, man. Let's just talk about how you even got here, because you got a story that I was intrigued about, just even understanding how you even got to the point, your will to win.
Yeah.
You're a sports guy, you're an athletic guy, you was the guy on campus that everybody knew, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you was on TV before TV was out, you know what I mean, kind of thing. So just let's talk to them about just who you are and how you even came, where you from, all that good stuff, right?
Well, I was born in a small town in Virginia.
Okay.
South
I didn't even know that. I thought it was straight Jersey, you know what I mean?
Nah, I moved to Jersey when I was 4.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was moved to Jersey when I was 4, so I got them southern ways.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that city I'm born, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just raised for a single, I would say single parent, even though she was married. Pops wasn't in the household.
Okay.
But mom's was that pillar. You know what I mean? She never played sports. She just was a hard worker.
Gotcha.
But she was into her kids. You know what I mean? Like what her kids desired, she wanted to provide that opportunity for them.
Okay.
And so let's dial the clock back a little bit.
Okay.
At the age of 2, I lost my left eye to a cancerous tumor. That was all happening in Virginia. The Richmond Children's Hospital in Virginia.
Okay.
That's where I had my surgery at and everything. Then when we moved to Jersey, and I became an age about 6 years old, I was destined for playing football. I was watching the game of football early.
At the age of 6.
Early.
Okay.
Early. Like I'm on I'm in front of the TV watching football.
Okay. At 6.
I didn't want no toys. Mom bought me a football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just knew I had that energy for something. I needed that.
Right.
And so at the age of 6, she took me out to play, but I was too young. So they denied me, because I was too young.
Right.
And I cried and cried, so I had to go wait till I turned 7. So once we turned 7, this is mom's, like I said, and she took me to so I go back at the age of 7, and we get in the application, and I'm happy because I got the application,
right.
but I got a ticket to the doctor now.
Okay.
So I'll never forget this day, man. We went to 4 different doctors in one day.
Okay.
And the first 4 doctors told us no.
That you couldn't play.
That they wasn't going to sign the permission.
Oh wow. Okay.
Being blind, they just didn't see they saw the risk and not what I really need as a child.
Right.
But that 5th doctor, that same day, this is what I mean by the relentless of my mom's. Never played sports, but she felt like her child needed something. He needed this.
Right.
To come up out of the shell.
Right.
She wanted me to live a normal life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we went to the 5th doctor. He signed that permission slip, man. It was like giving a candy to a baby.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I can vividly remember these days, these emotions, these moments. You know what I'm saying? They're very special to me.
Right.
So we go back and we go back and sign up. You know, 7 years old. You know what I mean? But at 7 years old, I remember my very first hit.
Okay.
Very first hit. First time in the
Kids,
equipment.
if y'all out there, parents, if y'all there listening to this right now, he remembers his very first hit
I
in
remember
football.
my very first hit. I was 7 years old, first day of practice. Full equipment.
First day.
First day of equipment, yes.
Right.
And back then there wasn't junior pee-wees, midgets. It was one team.
One team.
So from the age of 7 to 12, you can play together.
Oh wow, that's how it went.
Yeah.
Oh nah, I ain't play football, so I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, back then I'll give you the year in a minute, but
Okay.
back then it was just one team. It started out that way for a few years.
Okay.
But that first day, man, I got hit from my blind side. Dude wiped me off of my feet.
Wow.
I'm laying there, and the coach comes over. He don't say, "Son, are you okay?" You know, he just looks down and say, "You got to keep your head on the swivel." That's what the coach said. So a 7-year-old, you got to keep his head on the swivel. He's like, "Cause you ain't got no peripheral over there. You got to be doing this." Oh, okay, that's how this go. Right. So I get up,
Right.
but I'll never forget that moment because something inside me was like, "Yeah, this is for me." Because if he can hit me like that, I can hit him like that, and I can hit everybody else out there like that. That's what hit me on this side. That was like, I was hungry, like, oh, okay, he got me, but I can do that too.
Right.
So legally, I can beat on you all day.
Yeah, we fair game.
I need this because otherwise my frustration gonna come out some other type way.
Right.
You know, even in school, man. I'll share this. This is actually in my book. When I was in 2nd grade, kids used to pick with me a lot. You know, they call it bullying.
Bully, right.
So one day,
They picked on you because of that.
because of my eye. So one day I'm on the playground and I just got frustrated. I took the eye out. I started chasing the kids around the playground.
Right, wow. And just get at them. Yeah. You found that fun. You found that.
This was before football.
Right.
This is the frustration I was going through, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so when the principal pulled me in the office, he said, "Son, listen, you can't do that here. That's that's not acceptable."
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I bet you know that they know now to leave me alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to.
Right.
So I remember that day, and right where the school was at, I was looking over, or always looked on the playground, and I looked across the gate, and that's where the football team was practicing at.
Okay.
And I just saw like, yo, I need that contact.
Right.
Like that contact is different.
Right. So walk me through now. So you got the football thing. That's the channel you're going to.
Yeah.
Talk about the scholarship now, the college, how you know what I mean, all that play a part.
So I played the game at a high level because I knew that it wasn't just me out there by myself. I had a relationship with God early in the game because of this. It just brought an awareness to what am I going through. First of my questions was why. Why am I going through? Why me?
Why me?
And then after I started realizing that He chose me for a reason bigger than me. This is young. I'm young and I'm knowing this because I'm playing the game exceptionally. And there's no way I was seeing the field the way I was seeing the field without that extra.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Without the extra power.
I can feel the heat. I can feel the heat coming.
Wow.
Or I can predict that there's a cutback over here and I ain't even see it yet. That's God.
Yeah.
I ain't nowhere in the world. I don't care who you are.
Right,
But so someone brought this to my attention, and now I realize it wasn't a disability. It was my superpower. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, I didn't never looked at it. And I never looked at it even when I was playing as a disability. Because this is just what me and God been doing all my life.
Right, that's all you know.
So,
right.
High school, started varsity as a freshman.
Oh, wow.
I'm the only freshman on the team.
Hey, that's elite.
You know what I'm saying?
That's elite. Especially back our days, man. That's elite.
Back in that day, you know what I'm saying? I was and I remember in high school where the coach was like sick certain seniors on me, like to make me quit. One of the coaches, he didn't care for a freshman being on the team. Like that was one of the coaches. And every day they would try to make me quit, but nah, I'll be back here tomorrow. This is for me. I know my vocation early.
Right.
You think you punishing me.
Right.
Until one day I punished one of them.
Right.
And they just like, okay, he belong.
Yeah.
So my stripes was always, I'm always there because I'm proving myself every step of the way.
Right.
Even when I got to college.
Okay.
You know, I went from high school to a Christian college out in Deerfield, Illinois.
Okay.
And my mentor, the head coach, was Leslie Frazier. He's the defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills now.
Okay.
Still my mentor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I went there first, and I had an injury in high school my senior year with my knee.
Okay.
And I went there. He sent me to the doctors, got me straight. I rehabbed so good, vivid. I'm just pool work, everything I could do to rehab. When I transferred to Delaware State, I had to sit out 2 years. I had to sit out a year.
Okay.
Prop 48, it's called Proposition 48.
Yeah.
When you transfer up levels, you have to sit out that 1 year. So when I transferred to Delaware State in spring of '93, once again, I had a couple of people come at me. They didn't know who I was, but they was already talking smack without even us being on the field.
Right.
And I'll never forget that. And when you talk like junk to me, I don't talk junk. There's no reason for me to give you that heat with mouth. No. You just fueled me. You just gave me ammo. You just, I welcome that because you know that's another way of giving my energy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So when I got to Delaware State and had to sit out, I asked the coach, could I come out on full contact days just to get your first team defense ready for game day, knowing that I can't play on game day because I got to wait a year. But why not prepare myself for the next year? Somebody got to move.
So they allowed you to work? They
didn't have a helmet for me. But I had on my high school helmet. I said, I got a helmet, don't worry about that. Equipment ain't a problem. I got my high school helmet. I got that, don't worry about that. I brought my own equipment. I'm ready. They say don't get ready, stay ready.
Right.
And once I got to Delaware State and I proved who I was before I even started, before I even got a chance to play, I knew where it was going.
Gotcha.
Whoever was in my way, they had to move out.
They gonna have to move.
They got to move.
When I got there, I saw that everybody was moved out. When you walk through the hallway, everybody know that's Ben right there. He gonna truck you on Saturday. You know what I mean? He gonna truck you on Saturday. So that was
so for me with that, it's always been what I've been going through.
Right.
What I've been fueling all my life. So whatever the challenge is, I'm going to give it everything I got. I don't have no choice. There's no other way to do it.
Let's fast forward now. With that energy that you have, I even know you got some stuff, and I don't even have a copy, but you got a whole lot of stuff that you've done. You've written books, you talked about your book. Right. You know, the book ain't here for us to show people, right? But you know,
we can plug it though.
But yeah, so talk to us about just the book, the entrepreneurship phase. And where you are today, talk to us about that that journey.
The book was something I knew I was going to write eventually. I just needed the right time. And the book is just a testament to my trials and tribulations.
And what's the name of the book?
You Just Don't Wake Up Strong.
You Just Don't Wake Up Strong.
And you don't. The trials and tribulations is what makes you strong.
Right.
A person tell you that they strong and they ain't been through nothing. How do they know? How do they know how strong they are if they ever been through nothing? And so life is going to test you anyway. If you live long enough, every step of the way there's challenges, there's roadblocks, there's obstacles. You're going to be challenged. Right. Now, how you deal with that challenge will determine what type of person you want to become. So if I retreat every time I face something, then I'm not going to progress. Because there's something on the other side of that, and I need to know what that is. No matter what it takes to get through there, I need to get on the other side. And that's what the book is about. Everything that I've been through and how I got on the other side and where I'm at today.
Gotcha.
So I treat my business the same way I treat the game of football. You give me 30 carries, you can go get 200-300 yards and some touchdowns. I treat the business the same way. That's why I burn this highway up.
You burn, dude. Let's talk about it, man. So we got your water right here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. It's on the label of your water says B2L29.
Right.
Let's talk about that. Sam, got that?
So built to last, B2L is built to last. 29 stands for trustworthy, compassion, and teamwork. And
29 stands for trustworthy,
compassion, and teamwork. And it's my football number.
Okay.
So it's trustworthy, compassion, and teamwork.
That's the ingredient.
That's who I am.
That's the ingredient.
That's what the brand is.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So the number, if you ever look up that number, that's what that number means.
That's what that number means.
And I was like, was a no-brainer. Put it on the bottle.
Put it on the bottle. So let's talk about why water and what makes your water special. What makes it better? I mean, there's so many waters, dude.
Yeah.
Water. When I was growing up,
Water.
I had faucet water.
Right.
That's what I was doing.
Right.
Until they came out in the supermarket with some Deer Park stuff and
Right.
all that, Poland
Right.
Springs and all that. So water is now something that the world is used to, right?
Because right now, water is a $1 trillion business, right? It's the #1 selling beverage in the world, right? Why is it that? Okay.
It's the #1 selling beverage. Even though there's health issues in this world, water.
All right. So, little education on it.
Okay.
You know, one, our bodies is made up of 78-80% water. The earth is made up of predominantly water, right? So if our bodies are made up of 70-80% water, what's going to give us our best performance? Water.
Right.
Now, let's get to the what's water? What H2O? Potential hydration. That's what the pH stands for when it comes to the water. Potential hydration, right? Now, what they didn't teach us about it all was where the water's coming from, what's in the water.
Right.
Right? Running through these, like you said tap water. We've been drinking tap water for so long,
Right.
but not realizing that a lot of things in the pipes, you know,
Right.
they don't how often they replace pipes.
Right.
How do they clean the pipes?
We knew it wasn't. We was just thirsty.
We
at
just
the time,
thirsty at the time, right? So the difference now is understanding that, okay, we got water that sits in your stomach, right? And water doesn't supposed to sit in your stomach. Water's supposed to hit the bottom of your stomach and disperse right into your bloodstream, just like that. You should never feel water jumping up and down in your stomach,
Gotcha.
right? But the water's acidic.
Okay.
The water it's toxic. It got, you know, chemicals all coming from the plastic, depending on.
Right.
Okay, so now, let's talk about spring water. In this country, or in any country, or in this country, let's talk about this country. If you say you go get your bottle of Poland Spring, right? It's not 100% spring water, because you only have to have 20% of spring water to label your bottle spring water. So what is the other 80?
So you only need 20%
Spring water.
of spring water in a bottle.
In a bottle to label your bottle spring water.
20%.
20%.
So your question is, what happened to the 80?
Again, what's the 80 that they put in there to make it? Because if you're not going to put 100% spring water,
Right.
why?
Right.
Why label it spring water?
Right.
Just because it's a selling point. It's different from regular water.
Okay.
All right. So now you didn't made yourself different from just putting out regular water. But now people are educating themselves on how to test the water.
Okay.
So now you take Poland Spring, you take spring water back to your house and you test it and you see that's acidic. It's acidic.
How did when they test it? Like, what do they use it for?
So they use the
testing?
pH drops.
Oh, the drop.
Drops,
Okay.
right? You put enough
like
in the water.
The chemistry type.
Yeah.
Right. You remind me of the chemistry when we was in lab.
Right. And it's on my page. It's on my Instagram page.
Okay.
I'm Fabian Thorne on Instagram.
Okay.
And you can scroll down and you'll see me testing the water.
Okay.
And I test Poland Spring.
Okay.
So now let's move towards alkaline water.
Okay.
This water,
Which is
my water.
what? Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So my water is alkaline water. Which is alkaline water is how it's made. This water is made from a well water.
Okay.
All right. You can make alkaline water from faucet water, distilled water, purified, whatever water you choose to make it from. You can make it from your sink. Now, the difference of it is what you're making it from and how you're making it. So this water is put into a tank to add the electrolytes to it, things of that nature. Well, well water. And well water is going to be better than tap water all day. So that's why you don't get the aftertaste with this water.
Right.
No aftertaste.
It's pure.
Everyone
it's
says
pure.
it. I'm like,
it's
oh,
pure.
it's crazy.
This is pure.
Because even some of the other alkaline waters have an aftertaste because they're not using it for buying water from a well. They're using it. Once again, it's money now. Now that if it's alkaline and it's much more healthier for you, people will start diving into that business.
Gotcha.
Right? But that doesn't mean they're using the best quality water. As long as they can put alkaline on it. So now you got differentiation, which who got good water. So I tell people, test your water. Now you test it and also taste it.
Right.
If you taste that like, okay, it might be alkaline, but I don't like the taste.
Right.
Because most people think water is just water.
Yeah.
Most people think
water is water.
Right? All right. On the East Coast, they're about quantity. Mm-hmm. West Coast, about quality.
Okay.
That's the difference of my education on who lives a quality lifestyle and what they're drinking and what. East Coast, because we're about 3 for $10. I can go to the store and get 3 for $10 all day. I'm gonna stack them Poland Springs up or the other spring water or whatever. They gonna buy them because it's cheaper.
Right.
Cheaper definitely ain't always best for you.
Gotcha.
When it comes to this water, also when it comes to the health component of it, scientifically proven, diseases can't survive in an alkaline state. All right, so a lot of cancer patients, when they come off their chemo, they start drinking a lot of alkaline water because it detoxes you on the cellular level. That's why.
So they'll do that regularly.
Right.
Just to
exactly. So now it has your energy level up. That's why you feel so much energy, because you're flushing the toxins out the body.
Gotcha.
So if I flush the toxins out the body, I'm making the energy level. I'm gonna give you. Now you ain't sluggish no more.
Right.
So now your energy level.
Right.
So I mean, people like I'm up and down the highways, drinking.
Alkaline, right.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So and also accompanied with a healthier lifestyle.
That you do, fitness, you know.
Yeah, so that's very important part of that.
No, that's good. So you got your water product going on, and you're a personal trainer?
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about that, because now, even as an entrepreneur, right, you have books, you sell books, water, personal trainer, so you're all about the health awareness. Right. Talk to us about why it's so important to even work out and accompany that, because a lot of people got excuses, such as myself. I know it probably don't look like it, but I run from the gym sometimes because I'm just too tired.
Right.
What is that thing that keeps people from pushing to greatness and pushing to get better?
The unknown.
That you see.
The unknown. And because it doesn't happen overnight.
Patience.
This is a process. This is a process.
Right.
I'm still a work in progress. That's one thing about the body.
Right.
You're gonna always find something that you can work on. It could be even if the structure looks the way you want it. You might feel like man, I need to get stronger in a certain area. You know what I'm saying? Like my chest can get stronger, my back can get stronger, my arms can get stronger, my legs can get stronger. Even though I feel like I got that look I'm looking for, but I need something to increase this, increase that. So the body's always evolving,
right,
especially with age. And so that's why I've been working out since I was 7.
Right.
I mean, literally, I used to sneak into the gym, and the older guys used to be like, "Yo, you can't be here." So every day I would show up. They'll show to the point. They was like,
sneak into the gym. Yo, you're a different dude, my dude. Yo, you're like I've always been different. Nah, that's good, yo. Wow.
Because everybody was playing basketball. I would sneak upstairs. And at the YMCA, you ain't supposed to be upstairs. And the older guys would tell me, "Hey, you're supposed to be here. You got to go." And then I would leave, and then the next day I'd come back up. They said, "Man, listen, we just..." And then it's like, after a while, it's like, "Look, come on in."
Yeah.
And they taught me. They're like, "This brother, yeah." But I needed that because I knew I was playing ball too. I knew I was going to playing football. And I needed more so because I felt like I needed something to make you think twice about messing with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want no confrontation.
Right.
But I want you to at least think.
Like, I'm not messing with you, man.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I need you to think twice. Like, do I really want to mess with him? Nah. Then once I got you thinking, we didn't talk it out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt at a young age.
Psychological approach
I felt like that at a young age. Like,
it works.
Like, I'd rather take this energy and put it out on the field and get that in.
Yeah.
But if I get into a fight, it's gonna go into survival mode.
Right.
Straight survival mode.
Right. And that's not a good look.
That's not good.
That's not a good look.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how that came.
Nah, that's awesome, man. And so just on the business side, I know you're doing a lot of great things. You pushing this product in the stores. I see you on Facebook, see you on Instagram, getting in stores. Talk to people how you even working your magic on how people need to understand what it takes to get yourself out there. A lot of people don't understand, even with the water brand.
Right.
you competing against
top-notch companies.
a whole bunch of people, but then again, there's so much noise out there, you still finding ways to get your product in there.
Yeah.
How you doing it? Talk to the people on how you get that done.
The number one thing is, you cannot ask someone to invest in you, support you, if number one, they don't feel that you believe in what you're selling.
Your product. They gotta believe.
They gotta believe.
You gotta believe in your product first.
First, before you can expect anyone else to come and say, "Hey, I want to put something behind that. It's good," or "You got something great," but you can't even express to them how great it is and why should I be in that market over there. So for me, you know, I do just this.
Yeah.
And I'll tell a person what it is, and I can explain the product, why, and then the storyline behind all this. This is just secondary to what's really been happening to me as a child, all day, all year, all every day.
Right.
I'm fighting every day,
Right.
and I just got a few things with me, and I just need people to take on. Hey, you want some of this? You want some of that?
Right.
You want the motivational speaking? You want the training? Oh, you need the book? It's all me.
That's all you.
It's all the storyline. You know what I'm saying?
That's all the story.
So if they buy into the storyline, this here stuff sells on its own. Now, the thing about it is, without work, ain't nothing happening.
Gotcha.
Without work, ain't nothing happening.
What kind of work is that? Like, because again, everybody thinks the 9 to 5 is the type of work that they need to put in as an entrepreneur.
No, there's no time frame. My phone go off in the middle of the night. There's an email. I might need to just peep at it and see if it's worth responding to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've had the times where I look at, oh man, I got the
opportunity.
I got, you know what I'm saying? Because that opportunity comes, you got to seize the moment while you can. And if you don't seize the moment, the next person is on it, or they move into the next person. Now, and you have to approach it like that. Even if you don't think they're going to the next person, that's not your decision to make.
Right.
Regardless if they gave you a word, they got you locked in. Continue to show them why they got you locked in.
So don't just stop there.
Don't just stop there.
Right.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Keep the foot on the gas. Right.
And you have to, and to that point where there's other feet on the gas pedal.
Other help, other resources
on the gas pedal,
which
but they understand that this is what it takes.
Vision, this is where we going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So once they buy into the vision, no, you don't take a back seat.
Right.
No, you don't. But you make sure that their foot is on the gas, that foot is on the gas, or your foot ain't on the gas. What's the problem?
Right.
Why you at 30 miles an hour when we over here at 80?
Right.
There's something wrong with your engine. You know what I'm saying? So we need to check your engine to make sure that you understand we all got the same car. What's wrong with your car?
Right. You
understand what I'm saying? Because I can't, I gotta work my car. I can't work your car.
Right.
But we need to find out why yours not working with us. We gotta stay like this.
Right.
In order for this thing to work.
Right.
One thing that I learned about it as well, this is a good thing to say, like you talk about how and why.
Yeah.
Relationships. You must build relationships in order to navigate through this thing we call life.
Gotcha.
No matter if you're an entrepreneur or not.
Right.
If you don't build proper relationships, positive relationships, you can't get so far.
Right.
You're gonna stay in a box.
Right.
And in that box, you're gonna be right there. And there's no growth in there. And greatness don't lie in there. So you might be a person that don't mind just being comfortable.
Right.
No.
Right.
I don't want that.
Relationships. I mean, that's key. And you know, that's one of the things. And I know stores that you're in. I know you got in the 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
a few 7-Elevens and stuff in Jersey and stuff. So you're doing big things. And I guess what's the goal? You know, where you see this thing going?
I was driving today, and I saw 18-wheelers with it was Bob's Furniture. And as I was watching, I said, yeah. I can see them built to last 29 trucks down the road, taking that water everywhere it need to go.
Wow.
And I'm working on it.
That's good.
But I looked at that and I said, okay, Bob's Furniture, you see the commercial, you know, and all that.
Right.
This is where it's going.
Gotcha. I see it.
This is where it's going right now.
That's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
Vision. I see it.
And so in order to see it, you got to work it towards just that.
Right. It's plain.
It's plain.
Yeah,
it's plain.
That's good.
It's plain because Bob did it.
Right.
Bob did it.
It's different from Bob and me.
Different Bob.
Nah, you ain't no different. So listen, I appreciate the
man.
time, man. I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you got to get to the next spot and all that kind of stuff. But listen, this is Marc Blair right here. This is Make It Your Own podcast number 2. My guy Fabian Thorne, aka Bear, aka Built to Last.
Yes,
He's
sir.
all of the above. Talk to the people, let them know how they can find you.
Okay.
And reach out.
Appreciate the time, my brother, first and
Yes, sir.
foremost.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it. Always a blessing to chop it up with my brother. But you can find me out on Facebook at Fabian Thorne, Instagram, Fabian Thorne. My website is fabianthorne.com. That's for your motivational speaking, the book, and your training. The water you can find on B2L29PW.com. That's the other website. Then we also have the B2L29PW Instagram and B2L29PW Facebook. Appreciate y'all.
All right, we out of here. Peace, y'all.
Yes, sir.
My man.
Bye.